This is Radio Nepal. I'm Kaushal Ghimire with the news. The headlines first. Prime Minister Sherba Deva expresses government's commitment to keep civil servants' morale high. Ruling alliance nearing consensus on seat allocation for upcoming federal and provincial elections. And Liz Truss appointed as the new British Prime Minister. Prime Minister Deva expresses best wishes. Now the news in detail. The task force of the ruling alliance has decided to conclude its task of deciding on seat sharing among the alliance members by today. The task force meeting held at the Prime Minister's official residence in Balwatari yesterday ended with the decision to finalize the issue of the electoral alliance and seat sharing by today. The task force will meet at 5 p.m. today. Prime Minister Sherba Deva has said that the government is committed to ensuring high morale of the civil servants with incentives and career development opportunities. On the occasion of the 19th Civil Service Day, Prime Minister Deva mentioned that the contribution of the civil service to the socio-economic development and public service delivery to the citizens was commendable. Prime Minister Deva said in the message, today as the closest mechanism of the government, the civil service has been providing important support to the government from policy and program formulation to its implementation. The day is observed in commemoration of the Civil Service Act that was promulgated on 22nd of Bhadra in 2013 Bikram Samvat. The House of Representatives has unanimously endorsed the bill to amend some Nepal Acts 2022. Minister for Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs, Govinda Prasad Sharma Koirala, yesterday presented the bill before the lower house of the Federal Parliament for its endorsement. During the clause-wise deliberation on the bill, the parliamentarians reiterated that the term of the House of Representatives should not be extended in the context of the announcement of the date of the elections. Meanwhile, political parties have agreed to take forward the bill designed to amend the Act relating to investigation of enforced disappeared persons Truth and Reconciliation Commission within the current session of the Parliament. According to the Parliament Committee of Law, Justice and Human Rights, the meeting of the committee yesterday took the decision to this effect. The committee reached the decision for the same following various rounds of extensive consultations with the stakeholders and other related organizations. The National Assembly has endorsed the Prison Bill 2022. The session unanimously passed the bill received from the House of Representatives with a message yesterday. The bill was presented by Home Minister Balkrishna Khan before the upper house of the Parliament for an approval. During deliberations on the bill, lawmakers drew the government's attention towards the construction of infrastructure and management of human resources to see improvement in the prisons. The National Assembly also approved the proposal seeking consideration on the Public Date Management Bill 2019. The bill was sent to the upper house from the House of Representatives along with the message. President Bidya Devi Bhandari has authenticated the Drinking Water and Sanitation Management Bill. Issuing a statement yesterday, the Office of the President informed that the President authenticated the bill that was endorsed by both the houses of the Federal Parliament. A delegation led by Chair of Nepal-France Parliamentary Friendship Group, Chairman Daniel Samol, paid a courtesy call on President Bidya Devi Bhandari yesterday. As per the statement issued by the spokesperson of the President's office, Sagar Acharya, President Bhandari and delegation leader Samol discussed matters of mutual interest between Nepal and France. The meeting was also attended by the high-level officials of the Nepal government and the French ambassador to Nepal. Meanwhile, President Bidya Devi Bhandari yesterday received the annual report of the Language Commission for the last fiscal year. Language Commission Chair Laba Deb Awasthi submitted the report to the President amid a program organized at Sital Niwas yesterday. Submitting the report, Chair Awasthi said the Commission had recommended 11 other languages that can be used as official languages in the provinces along with Nepali. The report also suggests conducting language surveys to protect and develop languages. The National Human Rights Commission has urged the government to take effective steps to control dengue. Issuing a statement yesterday, spokesperson of the Commission, Tikaram Pokhrel, urged the local, provincial and federal governments to take effective steps to control rapid spread of dengue fever. As per the statement, the Commission has drawn the attention of the concerned stakeholders as dengue has emerged as a major health challenge. CPN Maoist Centre Chairman Pushpa Kamal Dal Prachanda says the seat allocation for the upcoming elections will be made accepting the existence of all. Talking to media persons at Thangari Airport yesterday, Leader Prachanda said the seats would be allocated accepting the existence of all, although seats would not be allocated as per the demand by the parties in the alliance. The Ministry of Health and Population has decided to bring uniformity in the prices charged to diagnose dengue fever. According to the spokesperson of the Health Ministry, Dr. Sanjay Kumar Thakur, the Health Ministry decided to bring uniformity in the prices charged for dengue fever test as per the suggestions received during the meeting with the stakeholders yesterday. Spokesperson Dr. Thakur said that the ministry decided to bring uniformity in prices within the next week after some hospitals and laboratories were found charging patients with unreasonable prices. Yesterday's meeting also dwelt on efforts being made to control the dengue fever spread in Kathmandu metropolitan city, among other municipal bodies. You're listening to Radio Nepal's 8 a.m. English News Bulletin. On to some international updates now. Liz Truss has become Britain's Prime Minister after a meeting with Queen Elizabeth II, who asked her to form a new government. 47-year-old Truss took office on Tuesday in a ceremony with the monarch a day after the ruling Conservative Party announced that Truss was elected as its leader. On Monday, the Conservative Party's 172,000 members elected Truss to lead their party. Truss beat her rival Rishi Sunak with 57% of the vote. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Shabadu Deva has congratulated Liz Truss for being elected as the leader of the Conservative Party of the United Kingdom and the new Prime Minister. In a tweet yesterday, Prime Minister Deva said he looked forward to working with Truss to further strengthen the long-standing Nepal-Britain relationship. The European Union is proposing to make it more expensive and harder for Russian citizens to get visas to the bloc. Russians wanting to enter the European Union will face a lengthier application process and see fees rise from €35 to €80. This should continue as long as Moscow wages its war of aggression against Ukraine, the European Union's Commission said in a statement. Now, the general weather forecast for the country for today, according to the Meteorological Forecasting Division, the weather is likely to be generally cloudy in Province Number 1, Bagmati Province and Gandaki Province, and partly to generally cloudy in the rest of the country. Light to moderate rain with thunder and lightning is likely to occur at some places of Province Number 1, Bagmati Province and Gandaki Province, and at a few places of the rest of the country. Kathmandu's weather report for the last 24 hours, the maximum temperature was 30 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature was 20.5 degrees Celsius. Well, that's all the news we have for this bulletin, but before wrapping up, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Shabadu Deva expresses government's commitment to keep civil servants' morale high. Ruling alliance nearing consensus on seat allocation for upcoming federal and provincial elections. And Liz Truss appointed as the new British Prime Minister. Prime Minister Deva expresses best wishes. Well, that's all the news we have for this bulletin. Our next bulletin in English will be at 2 in the afternoon. You can also listen to us online at our website, www.onlineradionepal.gov.nb. Keep listening to Radio Nepal and have a good day.